Welcome, everyone. Today we're talking about the story behind ZEUS, a real dog, a real meme, and the team that decided to build around it. Jagged, would you like to introduce yourself before we dive in?
Hey everyone, Jagged here. I'm mostly known for creating the Binance API back in 2017 and creating the market making company known as Dark Pool Liquidity. But today I'm here as Zeus's human.
Before ZEUS the token, there was ZEUS the dog. Who was ZEUS in your life? We'd love to hear the story behind him.
I was in a pretty dark place when Zeus showed up in my life. He was a 2 week old puppy, and my neighbors couldn't keep him, but I had already fallen in love with him, so I adopted him. And he was the best thing that ever happened to me. Pulled me right out of that dark place. And as a puppy, he was a total chick magnet. Every single day with him has been better than the last. Ever since then, I've been motivated to make money so he could live a meme life of luxury like a king. And that was the whole point. Everything I've built since, in some way, has been for him.
At what point did ZEUS stop being just your dog and became an internet character? Was there a specific moment you thought, wow, this is actually happening?
It wasn't one single moment, it was a build up over time. I was posting Zeus naturally just as a part of my life, and at some point, the crypto community on Twitter started recognizing him. He had this presence, and people started sending art, and various artists started including him in NFTs. And then the Pepe community picked him up, and that changed everything. Suddenly, Zeus wasn't just my dog on the timeline, he was a character that people felt they knew.
How did the connection between ZEUS and Pepe or the idea of Pepes Dog first come about? Was that something you proposed or something the community kind of built on its own?
No, I didn't propose it. It was totally organic. The community looked at Zeus and saw Pepe's dog, and it stuck. And over time, he was included in thousands of unique one-of-one NFTs by top artists worldwide. And he kind of became part of the visual language of the Pepe universe without anyone planning it. And that's why it's real. You can't manufacture that.
And for someone discovering ZEUS for the first time today, what's the one thing you think they need to know to understand why this meme matters?
That he's real. He's a real dog with a real story. He's got tons of personality and a great sense of humor. He came into my life when I needed him. We moved from California to Malta, but right after Malta rebranded as Blockchain Island and Binance moved there. And then he had puppies there, and we moved to Macedonia. The weather is beautiful here, and he's the happiest he's ever been. He's not just some character someone drew on a whiteboard. He's alive. He's a member of my family, and the meme is a reflection of his genuine personality.
Didn't know ZEUS was a dad. That's so cool. Okay.
Oh yeah, he's got two puppies.
Oh, so you got little ZEUS.
Yeah, there's little Zeus dogs further now.
So cool. Okay, moving on with Alberto. When you and the team first came across this story, what hooked you?
Well, what hooks us was exactly what Jacket just said. It is real. In a space full of manufactured characters, Zeus is alive. It has a real story behind it. Like, for example, it happened with Doge. So it attracted my attention a lot. And it is not something artificial. It was recognized very soon by the Pepe community as a basically character part of the lore and the Pepeverse or the Mad Furyverse universe. So that hooked me and that captured my attention. The next reason because I decided to hop into the project was the community. I found here really a family. The whales are really connected. They really supported the project, and there is no like a founder's team, at least right now, running the project. So we are like a small family. We pay for the bills all together. We have a shared vision, and we have a lot of fun by doing this.
Well, fun is so important to keep keep working in something. So it makes
That's what it's all about.
yeah. And Jack, tell me, how did you first hear from the team? What was the first conversation like? What made you think it was worth exploring this further?
There we're introduced to someone I already trust, which that matters a lot to me. And our first conversation was a lot different from most of the pitches I get. They weren't asking me to just chill the project and make a bunch of tweets. They came to me with a well thought out idea about how to build around ZEUS and keep the lore intact. And that alone was unusual enough to make me listen.
Interesting. You've seen a lot of projects come and go in crypto. What was different this time? What gave you the confidence to say, okay, I want to be involved in this?
Hopefully the team. They're very capable. They're builders. They understood the lore. They didn't try to just repackage ZEUS into something he isn't. They wanted to protect what was already there and build on top of that. And that's rare. I'm a ZEUS holder. I'm part of the CC8 army, and I'm here for the long term. And my company, Darkpool, is actively investing into the project, and I'm buying with my personal fund. I wouldn't be doing that if I didn't believe in it with a long-term vision.
It makes sense, yes. And for you personally, what does it mean that ZEUS now has like a full-time team building behind it?
Honestly, it means a lot. I mean, for years, ZEUS was a character that just lived on the timeline in NFTs and the Pepe community, and now he has a team putting in real engineering hours behind him and taking him to another level. His story isn't just a moment; it's something with infrastructure behind it now.
Alberto, from your side, what did you see in ZEUS that made you say this deserves a dedicated team? Why this meme and not another one?
Well, I saw here a playground where to build basically anything, every idea I could put to work. So we started by building some tools, and then we reimagine what a meme coin community is. For many people, ZEUS is a meme coin, is a part of the lore of the Pepe universe. It's fun, is the place where you find a community and people to connect with. For me, is something else. It's a technological startup. We see ZEUS as a community and basically rounded by products, technological products. We built a lot of things, tools to provide liquidity to the coin, tools to tip people on Twitter, to send tips on Twitter without the need of having any wallet. And other startup communities very soon basically act as for using the tools. So for me, I decided to build here because I have the ability to go farther with this project. I consider ZEUS as a technological startup. Many investors who invested in my first startup back in 2014 are now back in this project as well because they see the project in the same way. So this vision of what a community is in an era of AI where everything can be copied, where what remains is the people using the products, not the product itself, because everybody can copy whatever. And the understanding of meme coin communities as native digital brands, and for sure having the opportunity to and the responsibility of leading this community was what made me remain here, stay, build for the long term.
So let's be clear about the roles. Jagged is the lore, the origin, and the soul of the meme. What's the role of the CTO team? And what's Jagged's role in this new chapter?
The role of the CTO team is leading the community, make sure that everybody have fun, spread the lore, protect the project, and basically build new utilities to make sure that we grow as community, we maintain our values, and we provide value and engagement to the Steam. This is the role of the CTO team where I am, but there are more people there. So building new tools, protecting the lore, protecting the project, protecting the price for sure. We have a treasury team who is now accumulating using the tool we built on earn.pepes.dog to accumulate, and by using concentrated liquidity positions on Uniswap. So all related with protecting the project is what we do at the CTO team. The Jagged's role, Jagged is not involved in the CTO team. He's not running the project, but he's part of the lore. So for us, it was very, very important having him related with the project in some way. For example, having him today on this space, publishing photos of the dog we all love. So the role of Jack is being part of the lore, and as he just said, is a believer on the project and a holder. So it's the role of everyone here.
What you're building isn't just another meme coin. In your view, what does a meme startup mean? And what makes it different from a traditional meme coin?
Well, as I said, I got involved into the meme coin space after listening Murad. The narrative of Murad was dystopic for me at the beginning. But then the AI came to us and we started to understand many things. The people are really disconnected from other people. And they are losing their jobs. There is a lot of frustration out there. So all of the things that sounded non-real for me at the beginning, now it is. And this is why I decided to jump into ZEUS. At the beginning, it was just a community. But then I understood that ZEUS for me is more like a native digital brand. It's a community of people with the same goal, that use the same tools, with the ability to buy, to collaborate with other projects, like we did with Doggy, for example, with the ability to produce impact. And as I said, in a world where everything can be copied, what you really build is not software. This can be copied. What you really build, what has value, is the community you built around something. So for us, ZEUS is a technological startup. Is a place, a brand, let's say, around where we build technological products like the liquidity product, the ENS, for example, the price defense tool, and many other tools we are creating. For example, now we are creating a trading terminal for ZEUS with rewards, loot boxes, and a lot of things. So these products are meaningful without a community. So for us, ZEUS is not another meme coin project. It's a technological startup. It's the beginning of something else. And I think the communities are going to follow this path. They are going to understand the power of what they have. People with a shared vision, believers, connected, engaged, having fun around a concept, around a meme, but with the ability to produce impact if they are coordinated, if they decide to use a specific product just to have fun. Just like when with what happened with GameStop, for example. The GameStop is only one part, right? Is the ability, is the power of coordinating people around a specific goal. We have both parts. We have fun, we have a lore, we have a story with a real dog, part of a universe, with friends. We have many projects around us that collaborate with us. We recognize and respect, like Pepe, like Pepe Cat, like others. But at the same time, we are very cohesive community with the ability to go into the same direction and produce impact, the same impact as the GameStop community produced with Melvin Capital, the investment firm that finally broke up. So this is the next chapter for meme coin communities, I think. There is a lot of noise now about micro cap coins, communities that are player versus player, not cohesive yet, not basically not professional yet. But the coins like ZEUS are the ones with a bright future. So this is what a technological meme coin startup means for me. It's something interesting, by the way, because when I told this concept to one of my investors in ZEUS for the first time, he told me, "Hey, I just want to hop in and participate because this is a company where I can enter, participate, or do whatever in a permissionless way. I don't need to ask for permission. I don't need to sign a contract, buy equity or whatever. I just need to buy tokens, and I'm part of the community. I participate. I produce impact, and that impact is reflected on the price." It's a very interesting model if you analyze ZEUS from a startup standpoint. So this is what it means for me.
Honestly, when I hear you talking about everything you've done with the project and everything that's coming up, there is one word that keeps coming. It's authenticity. What does that mean in practice? How do you protect the authenticity of a meme when there is a team, a token, and a whole roadmap behind it?
Authenticity for me means you don't twist Zeus to fit a marketing plan. He is who he is. He's a real dog who became part of the Pepe universe organically. The moment you start manufacturing the story, you lose it. So my job is to keep the story honest and as authentic as possible and leaving a lasting, genuine legacy. Anyway, there was a dog coin season, and soon I think we'll see Zeus coin season. Memes are all about having fun and growing the community.
Do you want to say something about that, Alberto, or should we just move on?
Let's move on, sorry.
Okay. So, moving on. You've been building tools. Earn.pepes.dog, referrals, tipping with passkeys, ENS, leaderboards. Why these tools specifically and not others? What problem do they solve for the ZEUS holder?
Well, we started building tools to get the community together, identified, and encourage people to demonstrate commitment. That's why we started building the leaderboard and the ENS service. For those who don't know what an ENS is basically a name. We created our own subdomain. So we encourage all the whales to buy their own subdomain and attach that name to their wallet. This was important because the people basically published their wallet and their holdings. So this is a commitment. We all, from that point on, we all see what they do. And you don't publish your wallet as I did, for example, if you don't have a long-term commitment with the project. This was the initial tool we built, the leaderboard and the ENS. Then we needed to do something else. The people were boring about publishing memes in Twitter and stealing the coin and the things. And we decided doing something original. We don't want to steal the project. We want to have people genuinely engage with the lore, discovering the project for first time just because they used something fun. just because they participated in an experience. So we created the tipping tool. And in Christmas, we had a lot of fun by tipping people with ZEUS on Twitter. You just needed to mention a bot, and this was all you needed to send ZEUS to someone, for example, to Elon Musk or to Trump or to whatever. The people just needed to have a Twitter account to receive ZEUS. This is working today. We stopped using the bot, so now you need to go to a website to send ZEUS, but you can send ZEUS to anyone. They don't need to have a wallet. It is gasless. You don't need to pay for the gas. So this was the first step and the first tool that the people massively used on the community. It was really hard because on the meme coin space, as you know, there are a lot of scams, and the people at the beginning rejected of connecting their wallet. So it was hard for me getting their confidence. So now we have to do many things that other communities cannot do. In other communities, the only dynamic and behavior you can expect is having people buying and selling the token, but not connecting their wallet and doing things that are more close to a DeFi space. In ZEUS is different. I'm very proud of being able to have this confidence from the people and having the community using the tools we create. And this was the beginning. Then we realized that having ZEUS only in Ethereum prevented us and introduced some barriers on how we escalate. Creating these experiences in ZEUS, especially if we pay for the gas, is expensive in Ethereum. So we ported ZEUS to 7 chains, including Avalanche, Base, BNB, Binance Smart Chain, and others. We did it by using Wormhole, as other renowned liquidity coins like Harry Potter, Sonic, or Teninu did in the past. So it was the beginning on something else. We created the foundations to create more experiences in the future with all the scalability that Base, for example, would provide to us. And finally, in this last stage, we decided to put more focus on tools that produce an impact in the price. On this last stage, we introduced many whales to the project, and we needed professional tools to trade the project. So now the focus is not only on creating experiences to have fun on Twitter, as to create experiences that allow you to make money. It doesn't matter if you are here for a short term or for the long term. We started by creating earn.pepes.dog, a tool on top of Uniswap. So now you can open liquidity positions to, for example, open limit orders to buy or sell ZEUS, or doing DCA, for example, to sell ZEUS slowly as long as the price goes up. Professional tools that regular people, but especially the whales, need to find this project interesting. We are using these tools ourselves, and now we are going to double down on this direction. We recovered the lores. This is not something we built, right? But something we did. We reopened that conversation with Jaggedsoft. And on these last days, we were working on the path, the plan to list ZEUS in Hyperliquid Spot in the coming months, and also a terminal trading platform only for ZEUS, so you can open limit orders and you can receive rewards, loot boxes, and another kind of rewards, monetary rewards. So this is the journey, the path right now. The vision has changed a bit. We are not going to create as many tools related with experiences as we did. We are going to put more focus on trading experiences. And something I forgot, because many things have happened since I joined to the project in October, was what we did with AI. We put the AI in the hands of the people in the community by providing them bots based on OpenClaw. We are paying for that, and we were paying for that. And the people created a lot of amazing games. This is something we are going to reactivate because it was really fun. We put the people in our channel to interact with a chatbot. That chatbot allowed us to create applications and publish these applications automatically on a domain. And the people at the beginning didn't know how it worked, but as soon as they saw someone interacting with a bot in the channel, everyone is in the channel. So you understand how it works, and you can participate with others at the same time. They are interacting with the bot to participate on that process, and you can co-create application and games. The people created amazing things, like, for example, card games. They even created a metaverse with advertisement in there. So in 3D, like Roblox. Amazing. So this is something I want to put in practice again, to let the people participate with a competition and some rewards. I think this is something interesting and fun, and the people enjoy sharing these things they build with others in Twitter. They publish the link and they let others try these games based on ZEUS. So this is something we are going to take again. But yeah, this is basically what we built, and the reason because we built HPs. And now the path is more focused on trading, more focused on traders, with tools related with trading, with a clear path to Hyperliquid. And yeah, probably things related with Hyperliquid is what you'll see on the coming weeks, months.
Alberto, you mentioned earlier that the plan is to get volume first and then pursue a derivatives listing rather than paying for centralized exchange listings. That's an unusual path. Why take that route?
Well, the reason because we are interested on listings using a derivative exchange is something we explained in some other live spaces. The vision that the whales on the project have about ZEUS is not selling at some point. We are here to have fun, to protect the legacy and the lore of ZEUS, but also to generate revenue and reinvest part of that revenue into the community to create more experiences. And the people seems that only understand one way of making money, which is selling. We're not going to sell. The idea here is accumulate as much as possible, and listings used in a perps platform like Hyperliquid, so we can open a short position and edging our exposure to ZEUS and hopefully getting paid by the funding fee. So that's the shared vision. The whales on this project have the same vision. This is unusual on a meme coin project. The founders, the whales, are usually interested on sometimes, unfortunately, manipulating the market or whatever and selling at some point. Our intention is doing this. Remember that here there is no founder team or whatever involved. I entered into this project like you did by buying ZEUS. And this is the reason because we are not going to pay for listings used in exchanges. This is going to happen, I'm sure. And many exchanges that were listings used now are reconsidering relistings used again with the high volume and so on. But the point is, getting listed in Binance is not a good news. It's the news that you expect when you want to sell. Well, getting listed in Binance is the moment where the whales sell and the tokens are redistributed into new people. And we don't want that. We want to create a portfolio, an asset. So the idea is listings is in a derivative market, Because of two reasons. Because we think that Hyperliquid is going to play the same role as Ethereum played from 2017 to 2021 with the DeFi summer and all that happened there. It concentrated most of the innovation and activity. We think that Hyperliquid is going to concentrate the same level of innovation. We see things like alt.fun and other experiments not very successful now, but everything is happening there in Hyperliquid. Hyperliquid now has more volume in derivatives than Kraken, for example. So everything points to Hyperliquid is not a platform, is a chain. And well, it means that with every Hyperliquid improvement proposal they launch, they capture more volume. So everything points to that. So the path for use to Hyperliquid is clear, is the place where we should be. And yeah, listings used in a derivative exchange. When you'll see that, guys, is the moment where the project you can be sure that the project is here forever, because at that moment we will be able to cover our exposure. So we will be able to generate a passive income by using the spot position to provide liquidity in Uniswap, and at the same time, the collateral we use in Hyperliquid to get paid for the funding fee. So this revenue will allow us to fund and finance more things, even more things that we fund today. We're investing tens of thousands of dollars every month on development, on paying for the AI we use in many tools, for contests, for even to some months to buy computers for the people. For example, I remember 2 months ago, I think we bought a computer to a contributor called Groko, because he hadn't had one, and we discovered that he was using his own phone to do amazing things like games and so on. And we said, man, we need to get a computer for you. And I bought a computer in Walmart for him. We paid for it. So this is the future of ZEUS. The future is getting listed in a Pepes market. We have this vision about the ecosystem. We have this vision about where ZEUS fits into this scene and what's going to happen. And yeah, this is what I think.
So, Alberto, what can the community expect in the near term, say over the next 30, 60, 90 days? No empty promises. What's actually coming?
What's actually coming is getting close to Jagged. We hope having more pictures of that dog that we all love, getting him close as part of the lore. We will deliver a new trading platform specifically designed for ZEUS, so you can you will be able to trade professionally with ZEUS, with limit orders, with low fees, without having basically slippage on large orders. All of the things to attract whales, trading, and doing and running some competitions in collaboration with other Bitcoin communities. So this is what you can expect in the next weeks. And what about the next months? Well, the path to get ZEUS listed on Hyperliquid is there. We are convinced on that, and is the only way to make sure that the whales have an exit without the need of selling. So, and unfortunately, we are all aligned on that. So this is what we can expect in the coming months. I'm very happy because in this, from October to, let's say, February, I paid for almost everything. As I said, we were spending thousands of dollars in AI, in a lot of things, in development, domains, I mean, gas, for what we did in December with the tipping service, what we are doing now, because the tipping service is still being used by other communities, by Doggy, and we pay for the gas. So, but now I'm very happy because some of the whales have started to contribute for funding more things. And I think this coordination is an evolution of the project. It's an important milestone. I'm very happy of that. So yeah, what we can expect in the coming months? Probably getting listed on Hyperliquid, and if this coordination allow us to get more funding, probably being more ambitious on executing KOL campaigns. We're already doing that, but we will be doing this over the next months.
Going back to Jagged, Cat has such a big and loyal community. How do you see its relationship with ZEUS developing over time? Are they separate words, cousins, siblings, or something else entirely different?
They're separate projects with a shared DNA. Pepe Cat has its own community, its own identity, and I'm not going to mix things up, but culturally, they come from the same place, the Pepe universe, the same era, the same spirit. Think of them as neighbors who respect each other's space. There's enough room to have dog coin season and cat coin season. Both projects are turning memes into dreams and the other way around. But anyway, meme coins are all about having fun with a community that's aligned and united with a shared vision.
What would you tell people that are now discovering ZEUS? Why should they pay attention to this, and what would you tell them?
It's real. The dog is real. The story is real. The team building is really passionate and talented. And in a cycle where most things are fabricated to extract attention, this is the opposite. He existed before any of this, and he'll exist after. The meme is just the part the internet got to see.
One last question for you both. If you look back a year from now, what would make you feel like this was all worth it? Not price, not market cap, but something real.
For me, it's seeing ZEUS' story still being told a year from now intact. If the lore is still honest, if the community is still here, if the team is still building, that's the win. Everything else follows from that.
For me, making real the vision of having a meme coin startup, making this project not only a community where everyone finds its place, as a technological startup where we create amazing things, demonstrate that the community it was remains when everything can be copied, demonstrate that the community is the power that you can drive to produce impact. As I say, I have in mind examples like GameStop and others, people who really produce an impact in the world, a real impact. And yeah, making sure that everyone who was part of ZEUS, including Jagged, but also NDHaus, someone we didn't talk about, and someone who usually don't participate into this live space because he doesn't speak English. We have a lot of videos about her, and she recorded in our YouTube space. We needed to translate, making sure that these people who were part of the original story are basically part of the community and remain with us. For me, the people is more important than any other thing. What I found here is a real story, but also real people I connected with. So Jagged is really important. NDHaus is really important. The people in the CTO is really important, and everyone here who is part of the community, we take care of them, is really important. So this is what I will say.
She's amazing. Her work speaks for itself. Liz, do you want to say something?
Thanks, Jack. Thanks, Alberto. I think that if there is a phrase that summarizes everything we've talked about is that Zeus is a real dog. The meme is real, and what comes next is being built in the open for everyone to see, but also for everyone to participate. And since we got a few minutes left, if anyone wants to ask a question, you're welcome to jump in and ask whatever you feel you need to know.
Well, I don't have any questions, but I'm pretty new to crypto, only 1 year and a half, and even when I've joined crypto, I've known about Pepe way before I started buying crypto. So as soon as I saw Pepe's Dog, it was an instant. It was instantly something I wanted to be part of. I'm one of the OGs. I've joined the project on the 1st June last year, and I'm pretty honored to be part of this community. NDHaus is great. She has an amazing NFT collection. I encourage everyone to go see and buy some of her NFTs. He's a really talented artist, and I wish I could do the same, but I'm an AI boy. So anyway, so yeah, since I'm one of the OGs, I've put a lot of work into this project. I've used the tools that Alberto is building, and I will keep using them. The LP position thing is a great way to make some passive income without adding to sell. So that's why we're here, to make some money. We've joined crypto to make money. So these tools are important, and this is the next generation of coins that will survive. Because if you can make money without selling, well, the project is only going to go up. Because you want people that will own and that will cherish what they own. ZEUS is a real dog, is loved. Jag is here with us, and it's an honor to have him with us today. Thanks for everything. That's what I had to say, yeah.
Thanks everyone for showing up and spreading the love.
Thank you, Broca, for all your work on ZEUS and for contributing as much to the community.
ZEUS, do you want to speak?
I love you. Love you.
Love you.
Good boy.
Well, guys, has someone more questions?
Thank you guys for having me. This was fun. I'm always happy to do it again. It's been a real great experience working with the team, and I'm looking forward to the future.
Hey, Jagged, thank you so much for joining to this live space, for introducing us to the real dog, and for being part of the story. Honestly, it's something we enjoy every day. Is the reason because we build every day. So thank you so much for all of this. We hope see you more often in the community and in these spaces. We will be following you.
Oh, of course, yeah. My life has always been a meme, and so has Zeus's, so it's only natural for us. Thank you, guys. This was fun.
Thank you. Let's close the VC. Thank you to everyone for joining us today to celebrate the anniversary of the launching of the Pepes Dog project, the ZEUS project. So yeah, see you in Telegram. Remember that we have a very active Telegram channel. Keep updated there about the news of the project. We shared today part of our roadmap, and we all are very excited about what's about to come. This is a new chapter of ZEUS. Here, Alberto, the CTO, dev leader. Thank you for joining us. See you. Bye-bye.
Let's go. I'm glad Zeus is in good hands. Thanks, guys. Ciao.